So my guest today is well known for his calisthenics journey, whereby his Twitter posts about his physique blew up and earned him a feature in the Business Daily and other news outlets like Tupo. The features highlighted a different way of weight control and fitness without necessarily going to the gym, which we shall learn more about in this interview. Other than this, George Ndambuki is a multi-talented individual in different fields. He's an actor by profession, designer, entrepreneur, and an avid fitness enthusiast, with his main forte being calisthenics. George started off his fitness journey late last year, so around December in 2022, and made a considerable progress, starting off at 52 kgs, and he's currently sitting at 60 kilograms thereabout. So an almost 10 kg gain in less than 3 months out of calisthenics. He also runs Unique, an advertising and stationery and architectural outfit that offers different services to different clients. So here is his unique story.
Yeah.
Karibu, George.
Yes. Hi. Thank you.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
You fine?
Very tired though.
No, pleasure having you here. Karibu TZ Calisthenics.
Thank you.
So before we continue, for starters, George, I'd like to ask you, right? Your feature in the Business Daily was about your weight gain from 52 kgs to 60 kgs in under 3 months.
Yes.
For many, we're more centered towards weight loss rather than weight gain. So why is your weight gain something we should pay attention to?
Thank you first for having me. I am really grateful for the opportunity to at least talk to calisthenics enthusiasts and people who are who love fitness. So thank you. On your question, I think the main reason why the feature is important, or why maybe this feature should be taken much more seriously, is because it's a different way of working out. When you talk to any Kenyan or many people about weight loss or weight gain, everyone just thinks about going to the gym. Yeah. So it's very hard to see someone gain or lose using just normal body weight. A lot of people don't think that calisthenics or body weight exercises are enough to do the job. So I think that's why it really caught a lot of eyeballs, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, and I think that's why people should at least take it seriously.
Yeah, people usually say if you want to be strong, then you need to lift more.
Yes.
So this whole idea of lifting your own body weight is something people don't really understand. So they're told, okay, if I want to be strong, go and do what those muscle guys are doing. Those Ironman guys are doing in the gym. But here you are, a real story. You gained 10 kgs.
Yeah, it was around 8
kgs.
Yeah, 8 kgs.
Good. So tell us, does calisthenics make you lose weight as well, or is it just the gaining?
All exercises can make you gain or lose. The secret now is your diet. What you eat now dictates what you gain or lose. So if, for example, you work out and eat less food, most likely you will lose weight. And if you eat the right kinds of foods with enough intervals and enough ingredients, you will gain the weight that you want to gain. Yes.
Okay.
So it's all about diet. It's not really about the exercise.
Okay.
In my own opinion.
In your opinion. So diet is what percent? 5%, 10?
I think most of
100.
it. I think 70 or 80%.
70, 80. So it's the eating and the
eating and the now constantly working out.
So before we even continue, George, because now I'm sure that many eyes rolling about this calisthenics. What is calisthenics? You heard calisthenics, body weight. But what is calisthenics?
Calisthenics is a mode of exercise that uses free weight, uses your body weight as the mode of resistance. If you compare with the gym, the gym uses fixed weights like dumbbells or plates. But in calisthenics, the main difference is you are the weight. So that's just the whole difference, with very minimal to no equipment. So that's what makes calisthenics. Calisthenics.
Yes. Interesting.
Yeah.
So on that calisthenics notion, on the same viewpoint, so we've had also other forms of exercises. You know, something always comes up. Now we have calisthenics, we have CrossFit, we have functional training, we have high interval intensity training, plyometrics, strength training, etc. So basically, it seems like there are many new modes of working out that keep on coming, and everyone saying has found a eureka moment. So today is calisthenics, tomorrow is this, tomorrow, like the diets, we have ketogenic diets, intermittent, vegetarian, vegan, etc, etc. So one day someone will tell you, do ketogenic, do this, do this. So on that regard, it seems like instead of making life easier for most people, all these terms are making it a bit too confusing. So what do you have to say about that, or about
all those
things coming up?
I personally think that you have to first have a goal. Whatever exercise you're doing has to first resonate with who you are and what you want to achieve. So, for example, in my case with calisthenics, I wanted to first achieve full body weight control, so that I can be able to do feats of strength like the human flag or handstand push-ups. And the only way you can do that, or the best way you can do that, is through calisthenics. So first, someone has to identify the goal that they want in whatever exercise they want to.
Then they'll choose a particular path.
So I personally think there's none that is better than the other. They are all modes of training. So you just have to have a certain goal and a certain direction. So I only speak to which I am doing currently. Because of the goal that I had, or which I still have.
And talk about the goal. I mean, in your feature in Business Daily, we saw that before this calisthenics, you're going through some small hiccup, and maybe that's the reason of losing weight. I'm not so sure. So tell us about your journey towards calisthenics, the before and after, and now, and what it has done to you, basically.
All right. I've always been working out, but I stopped working out in February 2022. And the reason was I had just started my business. I ran a stationery shop. So it was very hard to start off. Then I was commuting at the time from home to my workplace, and it was quite far. So I couldn't get enough time to work out and eat. So I used to skip a lot of meals. And running a business, especially when you're starting out, is very hard. Very hard, especially mentally, physically. And that is what drained me. I was around, by then I was 63 kgs.
Even heavier than
I was even heavier. So I lost it all. I lost it all in a period of like 6 months, because that's February until September. That's when I lost all of it.
Everything.
Then in September, I think I got chicken pox. I'd never gotten chicken pox when I was a kid.
Chicken pox. So adding more to your
more misery. And I can tell you, anyone who has not gotten chicken pox when they are older, kindly get it today.
Get it now. Go look for someone who has chicken pox.
Because it's quite intense when you're older. So I remember that was what was happening. Then I had just during September, I had now moved out from home. And I had now my own place. So I was also transitioning from that. So it was just a very hectic time. So I couldn't work out. My mind was helter-skelter. That's what I can say.
And then you transitioned.
So now for the transition, I just kept on postponing this thing, saying, let me wait for the business to at least stabilize and all that. until I remember one of the days I was selling to a client. I sell stationery to university students. So I remember she's a lady. She told me, "Hey George, umekuwa mdogo." That day, I remember it hit me now. I now realized the same clothes I used to wear they're now they make me look so small.
Yeah.
So that day I wore a jacket and I didn't remove it the whole day. That's the day I now decided to change. Yeah, it really hit
those
me.
Small, you reckon that's those small voices
that one actually.
So then you said you were working out, but this was not calisthenics.
Yes.
So then now I want to know how did you find this light bulb?
When I was working out before, I used to mix it up. I used to do 4 days calisthenics, then 2 days at the gym. No, it was 3, then 2 days at the gym. So I used to mix it up.
So you still used to do body weight?
Yes, training, but not so intense as now.
Yeah.
Yes. But now
you still believed in body weight?
Yes.
Back in the day?
Yes, totally.
And the reason being controlling your weight?
Yes. Okay. Controlling your weight and being more flexible and being more versatile in terms of the moves that you can do. Yes. So I used to maybe do a CrossFit, mix the two. But now I transition now into full body weight because of the business. I didn't have now time to
hit the gym.
Then there was no gym near my place.
Okay.
So I just decided, why not just use the normal body weight that I'm already accustomed to. Yes. So that's why I just gravitated towards
and you found it your home now.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if the business is going well, you're not knocking on the doors of the gyms.
Yeah.
So now you're okay and you're doing it now. Because now you've seen maybe perhaps you can actually even gain a lot using body weight.
Yes.
Interesting. So George, this is just like taking it back. I would say, were you always, let's say George as a 12-year-old, were you always athletic? Were you always sportish? Or were you always, an enthusiast to working out? Who was George at 12? Or who would someone who knew you at 12 see you as?
When I was 12, 12 is class 8.
Yeah, class 7, 8. Yeah.
No, I was not athletic.
You're not athletic.
No.
You're book smart.
Some
would say
give or take.
So
but
no
I was not
sports,
athletic.
No nothing.
Okay, I used to try. But when I now joined,
so someone from primary would see you now, they'd be very shocked.
Very different.
They'd be like,
I was shorter, smaller.
Yeah.
But when I joined high school, I tried out rugby. Actually, I played rugby for like 2-3 years.
With your small frame?
Yes. I was I was playing scrum half or fly half, either.
Wow.
But then I think it was all about, I was trying to master.
Which school?
I was in Sunshine.
Sunshine.
At that time, I've always tried to master fear. I want to kill my fear of things.
Interesting.
So I usually go towards
the things
that I'm most afraid of.
So rugby with this 90, 80 kgs people running at you, and I'm sure high school you're about 40.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. And okay, so always wanting to master fear. That is actually deep, right? So you're going to seeing the man in the mirror and going
towards that.
Head on,
yeah.
Towards that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So great. So you've mentioned calisthenics as a type of workout that uses body weight with little or no equipment.
Yes.
And basically you use your body as resistance to build strength. Flexibility and endurance involving movements that use large muscle groups such as push-ups and pull-ups. So tell us, what's the difference? Because when some other people, when they hear calisthenics or when they see it on YouTube, they see these people doing some crazy movements and they're like, that must be a gymnast. So what's the difference between calisthenics
and
gymnastics?
Okay, from my perspective, I think first, gymnastics has a lot of rules. It's actually a sport. It's a sport, and it's an Olympic sport.
It's an Olympic sport. Yeah, true.
So that's the first delineation. Calisthenics isn't really a sport; it's just a way of exercise. So that's one. Two, gymnasts work on their strength training is more intense as compared to calisthenics. And if you can even incorporate some of the gymnast styles into calisthenics, you'll be way stronger than most people. So I think the main difference between gymnastics and calisthenics is one is a sport, the other one is freestyle. It's just a freestyle.
So one is you can more of outdoor, see the bars and do whatever you want to do with them. Gymnastic is more of control with rules. This is how you stand, this is how you do things. And also I find the bars a bit, they're not so rigid.
They're not rigid,
as you
calisthenics,
guys. Okay, so you don't have to be a gymnast to do calisthenics.
No.
You don't have to be those crazy flexible people we see.
But if you are, it's much easier. Calisthenics is much easier.
Becomes much easier. Great. So tell us, now that we've heard about calisthenics and everything. So initially from your story, you were using this as a form of, recovery, or as a form of fighting your lost, whatever it is. Like you've mentioned, like there was a period where things were very tough. There was no much money coming in. They're moving houses, didn't work out for almost a year, and now came calisthenics and brought back your life, or your positive attitude. So, and that was your initial goal, right? So it had nothing to do with your aesthetics or aesthetic value. But I'd like to mention that it's because of
that
your Twitter post that blew up, because of your topless post, right? Actually, that is what made many people actually call you out and say, okay, wow, what is this guy actually doing? Right? So tell us, calisthenics and aesthetics. Now, what is your goal? Is the aesthetic value still very important to you?
No, I really don't care about the aesthetic value. I started this thing as a way of dealing with, as I said, fear, and a way of also dealing with inadequacy in your mind. It's a way of just mastering yourself. I'm really trying to be able to master discipline, because it's very hard to do these exercises. I personally hate working out, if I can show and be very honest.
That's what people sometimes don't understand, how someone would wake up in the morning and
I really hate it.
But you have to. So
I have to do it. The reason as to why I do it is because I believe, and I've learned to believe that if you teach yourself to do difficult things every single day, whether you want to or whether you don't, whether you feel like or whether you don't, it teaches you much more about life. Because you can now handle harder things in the real world. So it builds on your discipline, it builds on your self-reliance, it builds on the belief that you have in yourself. So that, for example, if you can do 10 reps of push-ups every day, whether you want to or not, that means you have put 10 more extra effort in your life. And that will also, in my opinion, it also transcends into the real world.
Amazing. I'd actually want to apply it in very many. I know now you're not married and stuff, but when you get married, it's not about the flowers every morning. It's not about the feelings. It's about this is duty, right? Every day I have to tell you I love you. Every day I love you. I love you. Though today I'm looking at you and I don't like how your nose is looking like, so I have to tell you I love your nose. But honestly, I do. But so the discipline of doing it every day, whether you like it, whether you feel like it, whether it's raining, whether it's sunny,
especially on the days you don't feel like
you don't feel like you have to wake up and grind it out.
And I feel like a lot of men, especially, and I'll talk to men directly, I think men should master their physicality more than anything else, because it first starts from the physical to the mind to the soul, and it now transcends outwards. So if you can master your body, you master anything else, because your body is the first contact with the environment. And if you are a master of it, you can master anything outside.
Well, I don't know what to add from that.
Yeah, so
that's amazing. Yeah. So okay, it's more mastery.
yes.
And I also like to say, even these hikers who hike, and at points along the hike, they'll be like, "What am I bloody doing here? Like, why am I here? I should be at home drinking tea and coffee and just having a." But there's that accomplishment once you finish. You finish, and you're like, "Wow!" Then next week again, I'm at it again. The other week, and onto more challenges. And some people looking from the peripheral are wondering, why is this guy doing this? Right? But it's, as you said, it's that discipline, it's that sense of accomplishment that I've been able to do my 10 push-ups today, and I wasn't feeling that good. And this replicates into your life. So if you get challenges out there at your place of work, at your business and everything, okay. So you've said it starts with your body, your soul, your mind,
and it transcends.
Yeah. I've written that down. So okay, so tell us about your daily routine, how you work out every day, from what you eat, what time you sleep, etc. So how's your...
I've never been a morning person, but I'm really trying to. I wake up at 6.
Yeah.
And the first thing I do is I stretch. Like today I stretched. Yeah, I stretch. Mostly back stretches. Then I now do my push-ups. I do pull-ups, actually. Pull-ups and chin-ups. So I do 65 in the morning. I break them down into 15 reps. Yeah, 15. Then I do 65 push-ups.
Those are like 5 reps, or I don't know.
I do like 15 reps for 4 sets.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Then I do
pull-ups, or you said pull-ups?
Pull-ups and chin-ups.
Oh, okay, both.
Both alternating.
Okay.
Yes.
Then you push-ups?
No, I don't do push-ups. I do just the pull-ups and chin-ups. Then I do Bulgarian splits. If you've heard of Bulgarian splits.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, the split squat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then I do calf raises, pike push-ups. Yeah, and squats.
So you don't do push-ups in your regime?
In the morning, no.
Oh, not in the morning.
In the morning.
So you have a routine. Every morning you do your pull-ups?
Every morning and evening. Whatever I've said, I repeat it also in the evening.
Okay.
After now working out in the evening.
So you do double?
I do 3 workouts. Okay, let me start again.
No, it's okay.
In the morning, I do 65 pull-ups.
Yes.
30 squats.
Yes.
30 calf raises.
Yes.
And 30 Bulgarian split squats.
Yes.
That's in the morning.
Yes.
All right.
That's in the
morning. At 6, that's when I now close shop. That's now when I now go and do the main workout for the day. So for example, if today I'm doing arms, there's a regimen for arms.
Okay.
Then when I finish that, when I now get home, I now repeat what I did in the morning.
So before you get home, you're crushing it, wherever you are.
Yes.
Then at home, you it's like more of a warm down.
Or warm down, yeah. That's my warm down.
That's your warm down.
Yeah.
So you do what you've done in the morning as a warm down.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So you try and hit your main muscles every day.
Every day, yeah.
Right? Because if you're doing your pull-ups and your chin-ups, that's your biceps, your back.
Yeah, back, yeah.
Your core. You do your squats and Bulgarian squats. So you're heavy on the legs, yeah?
Yes.
And Bulgarian is
quite intense.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Then you said you do your pike push-ups also for
my shoulders. Yeah.
Interesting. Then your main workout. So that is just like your chakula, like food now.
Yes.
To get your body rolling.
Yeah.
To get your day active.
Active, yeah.
So you crush it at night, in the evening.
Yeah.
In the evening is when you crush it. The science has said, actually, some places I've read that working out at night is actually gives you more gains, because I don't know the science behind it. Because once you're done with the night, your body easily just recovers, right?
As you sleep.
As you sleep.
Okay.
Instead of during the day,
during the
workout,
day when you're working,
the body is still, you know, in motion.
Yeah,
so you get so much gains. It actually even helps with your sleep and stuff. Working out at night gives you that calm effect.
Yeah. Oh, and I've forgotten. I also take cold showers only.
Good to note. So cold baths, whether it is June, July, August, cold baths.
Yes.
Wow. So no saunas. So
never even been to a sauna.
Never been to a sauna.
I hope niomoke.
So cold baths. Okay. Why? Yeah. Why?
Okay. From my experience, at least every time I work out in the morning, the shower helps with contracting the muscles, so I feel much better. Then I wake up. When I shower with hot, I usually still feel sleepy. So I find myself even sleeping in the matatu when I'm going to work.
Tony, how I think of that is when you shower with cold water, your body now wants to get warm.
Yes.
So your body now starts, you know, trying to gain the warmth that it requires. So then you become active naturally. You shower with hot water, your body is hot, so it wants to now go down. It wants to get cold. So cold shower is like natural coffee. Right. So you shower with cold water all the time. Always.
Especially when I work out. If I don't, I can at least skip. But when I do, I have to shower with cold. Yes.
No, it works. Just I mean, just like washing your face with cold water. I know what it does to you in the morning. Interesting stuff. So about diets. So you're heavy. You said that it plays a very big
role.
Big role. Talk about dieting. Your own personal.
In my own personal. I personally, I can't say I really am an expert. I'm just eating. To be very honest, I'm just eating. But what I think changed everything was when I stumbled on I read something online that was saying that I could add pumpkins to my smoothies in the morning. So I drink 2 glasses every day of a smoothie that I create. So I use bananas, oats, njugu, groundnuts, avocado, and pear. And a pear for sweetness, because the pumpkin really tastes bad.
So you add pumpkin into it. Pumpkin is something new now that you've decided to add.
Yes. Then all that I now put milk.
You add milk.
Yes.
So all that and you go.
Yes.
And you swag
it down. That's like now my protein shake.
Right. I'm trying to see where the protein. Okay, the nuts.
Yes,
the nuts and the oats. Sorry, it's okay. So the nuts, the oats, the seeds gives you the protein. The avocado, lots of fat. I'm trying to see why you picked pear.
The pear is for the taste.
For the taste.
It's just to add taste. That's all.
You love pears?
No. It's just sweet.
Some people okay. Pear is also pricey.
Okay, it's not really pricey. It depends on where you get them. Because I stay in Kahawaskari, around that area. So I buy all my groceries in Githurai. Githurai is the cheapest place to get groceries, foods. So you can find pears there around 10 shillings. So it's quite affordable.
Okay, so the banana also gives you taste. The banana gives you the sugar. Then you add milk.
Yes.
Interesting. So you have 2 glasses of that.
One in the morning, then one when I now get back home.
So you start with that before the workout or after the workout?
Depending. I even drink it while doing the workout. It depends. Even after. I have no formula.
No. You know, the funny thing is about working out, these things just come automatically.
Yes.
So if you ask many guys who really hit the, if it's the gym and stuff, of course they have their shakes, they have their protein shakes, whatever. They have their smoothies. Smoothie is something you can't avoid.
Yes.
Must have. I like. Mine is banana. Banana avocado has to be in
your shake.
In my shake. So sometimes when I get bored, I'll add a mango banana. Mango avocado. Of course, I don't like it sweet. So the avocado is my power fruit. And I like how you say the oats. Sometimes you add the nuts there. It's actually pretty much mixed. Yeah, it's very interesting. The pear is something I'll try since now you told me about the pear. And the pumpkin. How do you put pumpkin inside that thing?
But now the pumpkin, okay, I read that it just, it makes you it fills you up. It's much more filling. And yeah, I guess that's it. I also read that if you put pumpkin in uji, it can also...
We'll get to the uji thing. I want to get to the uji. Because today, before the interview, you told me you went and bought some uji mix.
Yes.
Tell us about your love for uji and this uji mix that you've encountered.
All right. I personally don't like uji, by the way. I hate uji.
I hate uji.
I only drink uji when I'm sick.
Because
I remember when I was a kid, my mom only used to give us uji when we were sick. I don't know if this is an African thing. By the way, did you have the same experience?
For me, uji is why I'm sitting. Uji is mostly for expectant women.
Oh, women, okay.
Or the ones who've just given birth. They're told, drink uji. So mothers will come to the house and give you lots of uji, for breast, for milk production. I don't know the story, whether it's a myth or not. And also when you have a flu, people are like, take liquids. So uji. Yeah, uji.
So ever since that time, I always associated uji with sickness. So I've never really liked uji.
Okay.
But recently I was talking to a friend of mine who goes to the gym. He's a bodybuilder. So he was telling me about a shop that sells uji, bodybuilding uji. Yeah, so I said, why not? Let me go and try it out.
What's the mixture?
From what they've told me today, actually, I've just bought it today. Yeah, just now. It's pumpkin.
Your favorite?
Yeah.
Pumpkin.
Sorghum, millet, if I'm not wrong. Njugu. It's just a mixture of things. Yeah. But what at least I got was the pumpkin, tama, millet, and njugu. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to try out today.
No, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. You try it out. I mean, many people have different opinions and all those things.
Yeah.
Others add omena.
Yes, omena, yeah.
Our brothers in Nyanza, they add omena inside there. Yeah, you know, people play around with the uji. Then you go to the doctors, they tell you, oh, this and that and that and this. But, you know, as I said, we are practitioners. You'll tell us about the uji. Tell me about the uji and how it goes and how it helps. Maybe you'll gain more, another 10 from your uji mix. Yeah. But yeah, that's nice about your smoothie. So what do you take during the day, lunchtime or in the evening?
Okay, I just eat normal food, but in the morning I normally eat leftovers of supper.
Your dinner. So you have a meal in the morning?
Yes, sometimes, most times. But if I don't, I just eat 2 eggs boiled. 2 eggs boiled now with the smoothie and maybe with bread or sweet potatoes. If I don't have sweet potatoes, I'll take bread. If I don't have bread, I'll take sweet potatoes.
The eggs part, some people will say have 1 egg a week. We've seen people say egg a week. You're having 2 eggs every day.
2 eggs every day.
So you don't listen to the.
And as I said, I am not
expert.
I personally think there are a lot of myths towards this thing. So I think first and foremost, you need a lot of protein. That's given because protein is bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So, and I think we need to really stop with these myths. I think we should just do whatever needs to be done.
What your grandmother ate or what your mom, always the best option.
For my next, maybe from next week or the next week, I want to try, ever heard of OMAD and TUMAD?
No.
Oh.
OMAD and TUMAD. What's OMAD and TUMAD?
OMAD is 1 meal a day and TUMAD is 2 meals a day. So I want to try 2 meals a day.
You usually have 3?
Yeah, I usually have 3.
Okay.
So I want to see if the 2 meals a day can give me...
Why 2 meals? Why 1 meal? I thought you're gaining weight. So
yes.
why are you cutting down on?
A lot of experts, from at least from what I've read online, and from the research that is being done every time, a lot of scientists are saying we don't need 3 meals a day. We only need 1 or at least 2. The main reason why we maybe eat 3 meals is because, one, of the fridges of industrialization. When industrialization came in the 1920s, food needed to be preserved so that we can eat more and more and more. And also, with the age that we are at now, there's a lot of abundance as compared to the 1800s. So we can afford to eat much more. Then also, this plays into big businesses, big food companies, because they want to also portray that eating more is healthy, but maybe it's not. Because if you think about it logically, it means that your stomach is always digesting food constantly. So it has no time to rest, maybe. So I want to see if I can try that out.
Look, I mean,
and see the changes. If, for example, I'll lose weight or I'll gain, or because I think this is a mind thing. You just have to train your mind. There are people who still work out and do only 1 meal a day. And there are people who work out and do 2 meals a day. So I think it's all about the mind.
Also, maybe the portions. But yeah, I mean, intermittent fasting, all those
buzzwords
have like eat after every 12 hours or eat after every 7 hours. I'm also not an expert, but So okay, so we'll see how that goes. Your 1 meal a day, OMAD. You call it OMAD.
It's OMAD or 2MAD.
2MAD.
Yeah.
So 2MAD is 2 meals.
Yes.
OMAD is 1 meal a day.
Yeah.
Good.
At least you've learned something.
For sure. No, I'm always learning. That's why I do this. Because I'm not on the sport, so I'm just feeding off. Which is good. So I've learned about your OMAD, your 2MAD, your smoothies, your pumpkin in your smoothies. I mean, it's a lot. So do you so in your portions, do you like ration? Like, I'm having carbs this much, I'm having proteins this much. Do you ration? Like, there's some people who are like no carbs, others are more of full carnivore diet, others are more of, do you just enjoy your food?
I just enjoy. Because I realized the minute you start now planning the food, I personally think it loses its essence. Because I have friends who even measure the calorie intake. I think it's a lot of effort in my own view. They even measure the food, measure the calorie intake, they measure how. So I think for me, I think it's a lot of effort. I just want to eat and enjoy.
Enjoy your food and burn it during your workout. Good. We've talked a lot. We've talked interesting stuff. So what's your take on supplements? Right?
That's a very touchy topic. In my own opinion, I wanted this journey to be pure.
Natural.
Yes, just natural. I want to see how far I can get with natural substances. Because before, there were no supplements before, and our forefathers used to look great.
You're always taking us back to before there were no this, before there were no fridges. I like it.
So I personally think if we can get all that we need from the food that we take. Okay. So I think
so for now, no supplements. You're not into.
No.
Okay. I hear you, and I don't take supplements as well. But as I said, we shall see. I believe you can get everything from your meals. That's why your shakes have all those things.
Yes.
Great. So now let's talk about your business, Unique.
Yes.
Right. You did architecture.
Yes.
You're dealing with stationery.
Yes.
You're also a designer. Right. As I said, you're multi-talented. So tell us about Unique.
Unique is a business I formed 6 years ago when I was in uni in third year.
Right.
And the main story about Unique is we are trying to tell the stories of people which are unique. Each of us has a story to tell.
Great.
And I'm trying now to capitalize on the stories of people using the products that I sell. For example, I sell sketchpads, architectural sketchpads. So everyone has a story to tell, and they can now draw their story on my sketchpads. Yeah. So the main idea is to tell everybody that they need to embrace, one, who they really are. Two, they need to embrace where they've come from. Three, they need to embrace their story, and they need to tell it to the whole world.
And everyone is unique.
Yes.
Right? We're not all bunched up together.
Yeah.
So everyone has their own self-dignity.
Yes.
And the story, zengine si lazima ziko kwa gazeti.
Yes.
But everyone is gazeti story,
yes.
whatever that means. Interesting.
So sorry, I run a stationery business, which I sell now stationery to architecture students. That's one. I also deal with advertising, mass advertising. I have a billboard, which I'm actually trying to get a client for. Yeah, and I design houses for clients, and general design of different things like art pieces.
In school we had art and design and drawing and design.
All right.
So where do you fall? You fall drawing and design, art and design, because what I've heard is you're both.
Yes.
So
I'm both. Yes.
So what did you pick if your school had that? Well, my school didn't have. But I used to love drawing. But then when I went to high school, there was no drawing. And I also fancied being an architect. And those, so anyway, so it didn't happen. So where do you fall? I mean, you seem like a creative.
Yes.
I don't know about architects. They are creatives, but in an angles and I don't know, and a lot of calculations and stuff. While artists, on the other hand, are more free.
Yeah.
As calisthenics free. So
where do I fall?
Where do you fall? So is it, can you do both, or
architects and artists are just the same, in my own opinion.
Okay.
It's just that architecture is much more of a problem-solving course as compared to art.
Art is creative.
Art is creative, and art is feeling. So architecture now adds the problem-solving.
Yeah.
And now it still encompasses the feeling and the creativity. Because architecture, by the way, for most Kenyans, and I hope a lot of architecture students are listening, architecture is a problem-solving course. It's not about buildings and spaces. It's about solving a problem. So, for example, the seats that we are seated in right now were most likely designed by an architect or a designer. He or she had to sketch our ergonomics, how human beings sit, how our postures relate with the seat.
I get it now.
Yeah, you understand?
Problem solving.
Yeah, so it's always about problem solving, and it's not about buildings, because this building is a problem that had to be solved so that we can experience this space. Yeah.
Okay.
So
you
if
say
we
problem solving also, and make it in a also appealing way.
Yes.
As
an aesthetic way.
An aesthetic way.
Yeah.
All right. So I always see this top whatever architectural structures that blend in with the environment and stuff and such. They don't abuse the space. So okay, so it's a problem solving. That's something new.
Yes,
also.
it's a problem. So, and if people now think of it that way, I think we can make much better architecture and make much better spaces, make much better furniture. Because if you do architecture, for example, you can really design anything, even a phone, a tripod, anything. Because you now switch from looking at it as a phone, but as a problem. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Wow. So how did you decide to go entrepreneurial? Right? instead of looking for jobs like everyone else, and so self-employment and job seeking. How is it? How's the pressure like? I mean, do you have pressure from your parents, from your family, from your peers? People are like, you're wasting time.
You're wasting time, yeah.
How do you handle all that?
It was really hard, especially when I was starting out, because you also don't know what you're doing. Yeah, yeah, it was quite hard. But as I had mentioned earlier, I usually go to the things that are hard, and I usually go to where I'm afraid, because I can now build much more internally from there. So I am a believer of going after your dreams viciously. You need to fight for your dreams, because one day they'll fight for you too. So that's viciously and very tenacious, because I believe there's no point of living if you're not doing what you love.
Yeah, hitting the points.
In my own opinion,
vegetating, like just living by the day, and
yes,
and playing it safe.
Yes.
So going right in.
Yes.
Into the deep.
Yeah, I believe that there's no point of living if you're not at least trying to achieve something that you wrote down and you ideated, and now you're seeing it in
full potential.
Yes,
right.
That's what I believe.
Amazing.
So I'd rather go broke while trying to build my dream.
Yes.
Other than not try at all.
Rather than just sitting down and getting paid and.
Yeah, I'd rather this other.
Fanta cakey life. I call it Fanta cakey. Fanta cakey.
Though it's hard. It's very hard, and to be
fulfilling.
Yes, but to be very honest, I wouldn't even advise anyone to go my direction, because it's very hard and it needs someone who.
No, those are two advices you're saying. No, you're saying you believe in people.
I believe
going for it.
Yeah, I believe. Yes. But a lot of people don't have the discipline and the tenacity to.
They can acquire it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can acquire
I hope they can. But before they do, I would rather tell them the truth, that it's really hard to at least make something from scratch. Yeah.
Once I see your story, you gain 10 kgs by doing the hard stuff. And that has also changed your life by doing things every day.
Yes.
Of course, from that, people will get the nuggets and say, okay, I too can.
Yeah,
like everyone can.
Yes.
So in the same way you're doing this, the same way someone can say, I can start whatever shop it is. I like designing. I like maybe doing this. I like doing that. So why not?
Yeah.
And learn from it and go for it viciously.
Yeah.
And by doing it viciously, you get to learn things
more
as you go
things,
along. Yeah. Right? So I like that. I like that. So striving for your full potential, striving for the reason why you were actually born in the first place.
Yes.
And why you exist in the first place. And if everyone had the same, then it would be a very ideal society.
Yes. Because we will be all of the full potential.
There will not be competition also. Vicious competition will not be there. It's just people living to their potential. There's no competition there. It's more of integrating, or I don't know the word now, complementary.
Yes.
Right. Good. So George, mengi umesema, right? So what can you advise? Now we're back into the fitness world. This is a fitness interview. So what can you advise those who have an issue of being, as you said, consistent?
Okay.
In fitness,
I would tell them this thing is not about motivation. I am personally, I'm not motivated to work out. I'm just disciplined to it. I'm disciplined to do it. You have to tell yourself something, and you have to do it because you told yourself.
Whether you're motivated or not.
It's whether you're
seeking some motivation.
No, because the minute you do that, you won't do it.
You're waiting for something.
Yeah, you'll always find a way of not doing it. So you have to be very disciplined in whatever you set yourself.
Not motivated.
Yes, not motivated. So this is not about motivation. You need to be disciplined. Yes. So yeah, that's all I can tell them. They just need to set a goal.
Yeah.
Do the preliminaries.
Yes.
Write down what they need to achieve.
Yes.
And do it every single day. or whether it's every single day or 4 times a week or whatever, they just need to show up for themselves.
Show up.
Yes.
You just need to show
whether
up.
whether you are not feeling it, whether you are feeling it, you just show up.
Some people would sit down the whole day looking for their purpose.
Yes.
Or dreaming about their purpose.
Yes.
And they won't move until they get some light bulb.
Yes.
So what you're saying is just get moving.
Just get
and
moving.
you'll find it along the way.
Yes.
Just move.
Yes. Actually, the main reason also I do calisthenics, other than going to the gym, and I would also advise a lot of people to at least try it, is because it builds mental toughness in the sense that, you know, you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
So you build your discipline slowly as you go. So even if you now decide to pay for a gym membership, you won't be going to the gym because you paid and you don't want to lose the money. You'll be going because you've already set up your discipline, you've already have your boundaries, you already have a goal.
That's why people fall out of gym all the time. They'll pay even for 6 months, for 2 weeks.
Then after 2 weeks, they're done.
They're done.
So the calisthenics is very good to build that discipline and the frame now to go to the gym, in my own opinion.
Amazing. So that is the foundation. Now you know what you want to get from it.
Yes.
You know why you're doing this, why you're doing a bench press and etc. Otherwise, you're just going
You're
there.
just going and...
The gym doesn't make you consistent.
Yes.
The gym doesn't make you disciplined.
Yes. You have to be fast, consistent and disciplined before you even try it out.
Great.
It will save you a lot of money. And
some
stress.
people, like say, they always say, discipline is everything. Discipline. But yeah, so I get it from you. So what can you tell those who are unclear? You've already mentioned, or whether to go to the gym, to run, or to do calisthenics. They don't know where to start. What should I do? What should I do? CrossFit? Should I do this? So what can you tell those who are confused? I mean, some people go to the gym and they don't even know where to start. And they're even intimidated.
Yes.
Some people want to go and run, but they just see all these amazing runners and they just feel like, nah, it's not my thing. Some people want to do calisthenics, they'll see your videos and stuff and they see you doing those push-ups. You're saying you do 65, they can't do one pull-up. And I feel like it's not me. So then they're lost in the jungle. So what would you tell a beginner or such?
A beginner.
Yeah.
I would tell a beginner to pick one of all these things that maybe they have seen, or they should pick one that they actually liked.
Yeah.
And just start.
Yeah.
Then they shouldn't try to do a lot, especially at the get-go.
Yeah.
They should just start small. You know, the problem with people, a lot of people, not everyone, is they think this is a quick fix. Everyone thinks that this is a quick fix. How can I lose my tummy in 2 weeks for an event that I need to go with the girls, where, for example,
Mombasa body.
Yeah.
Say that. Yeah.
So this is a journey you're putting your body into for life. Yeah. So you don't need to think about this thing as a quick fix or something I'm only going to do for a month, then I stop. No.
Gotcha.
Fitness is all year, all day. It's a forever thing.
I can tell you, as I'm sitting here, I can feel your passion. I feel like what you're saying is something you really believe in.
Yes.
You're passionate about.
Yeah.
I feel it. And I know you are just by talking to you. And it's actually really, really good. As I say, continue doing and through whatever you're doing, I mean, people like us get inspired. Whoever, from the pros to whoever, they continue being disciplined. Because sometimes you hit a rock and you're like, man, I've been doing this for years, right? But yeah, I like, and thank you again for coming. So, as a parting shot, George, who'd you rather be with, lost in the forest or in the jungle, or let's say in Masai Mara? A strongman, a bodybuilder, or a runner? Or a boxer?
Maybe, okay, if I think about it logically, maybe a strong man, because a strong man can be able to
fight a lion,
or at least try. You can at least deal with a lot of issues that need strength.
Like a lion. Yeah, he's not stronger than a lion.
Okay, but he can throw a rock at a lion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, so I think I would want to be stuck with a strong man.
With a strong man.
Yeah. But the only challenge with being stuck with a strong man is maybe they don't have the endurance to deal with the harsh conditions in such an area. They want to eat every time. So I would still go with a strong man.
Still go with a strong man.
Yeah.
Not a runner. You want someone who will take off and outrun a lion.
No, just a strong man.
A strong man, yeah. You didn't mention a calisthenics guy. No, it's okay. So,
all right.
We talked earlier, and you had mentioned about calisthenics as a pathway towards martial arts, which I haven't featured here, but we talked about it before.
Yeah.
Maybe because of time, we'll not go into it. But as martial arts, what do you mean by martial arts? Which martial arts?
Which martial arts? I have always been interested in Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Muay Thai, like some form of Asian kickboxing.
Yes, it's from Thailand actually. Yes, that's what I'm actually interested in.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, one, build my body frame so that when I now go and try out the training for Muay Thai,
I
won't be breaking bones, and I'll at least be fit and strong for it.
Yeah.
I personally believe, and I'll still go back to this point, and this goes to, I want to speak to men.
Yeah.
I think men should, one, master their bodies in terms of physicality, and two, they need to learn how to protect themselves in the physical realm. They need to learn how to fight. That's what I believe all men should do.
Okay.
Because even when I was a kid, I remember we used to look up to people like Chuck Norris, and we used to really marvel at what the feats that they used to achieve.
You always marvel at those superheroes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I personally think as a man, you need to be a superhero. Yeah. At least in your own right. Yeah.
Great.
The people around you should feel safe, and they should look at you with awe, because they think you are a superhero. That's what I believe.
Protection. Man as a protector, man as a guardian.
Yes.
Man as, like the old stoic men.
Yes.
The myths of Hercules.
Yes.
And stuff. So interesting. Yep. So, and I like, you've always mentioned, I'm talking to men. There's a space where this man talk is actually really imepotea kiasi. So wanaume ngumu naitanga wanaume mabinti. For those who know me.
Okay.
But yeah, I like your resolve. I like your passion also in addressing men. You're doing it by doing it yourself, so that others can see it's not just talk.
Yes, it's not talk.
Yeah. Great. So in regards to that, right? So who are your greatest of all time? You can name two, right? So we have Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Tyson Fury, Mayweather. I'm talking from a boxing background. So who to you is the greatest of all time?
At least from the list that you've mentioned, I'll pick one. I'll pick two. I'll actually pick two. One, I'll pick Muhammad Ali, because he's a good storyteller. He knows how to work up the crowd. He knows how to sell tickets. He was
many people trying to mimic him.
Yeah, he was a legend. He still is a legend. Rest in peace. And then also I'll pick Tyson Fury because of what he's achieved in terms of where he came from, the depression, and
came back
and dealing. It's very hard to growing physically and physically strong and gaining the skill of boxing is easy as compared to fighting your own mind. That's what I respect much more about him, because he's come from depression, drugs, and still came up,
giving up suicidal thoughts and all those things. And this was a point of already he was number one.
And
he reached there. His story is like, okay, so what do I need to do again? I mean, I'm already at the top. And
so the fact that he still overcame that, to me, is much more powerful than any other fighter.
Than winning and stuff.
Yes, because you've conquered yourself. That's the greatest fight.
Self-mastery.
Yes. That's the greatest fight
That's the greatest fight, actually.
Actually, yeah.
That we go through every day. That's our everyday struggle. When we wake up, we're fighting us. Yeah. You're kind of right. So, George, asante sana. I think that is all we can say in this segment.
You're
Otherwise,
welcome.
we'll go on and people will not know what to pick here and there.
Yeah.
But before you go, of course, this is a trivia question I want to ask you. Right? So I'll just give you two options. You pick one. No explanation. Just pick one.
Okay.
Right? The first one is kettlebell or dumbbell?
Kettlebell.
Biceps or triceps?
Can I say both?
No. You can say both. Okay,
biceps.
You can say both. It's fine. Chest or legs?
Legs.
The leg day over chest.
Yes.
Squats or lunges?
Lunges.
Chin-ups or pull-ups?
Pull-ups.
Running or cycling?
Cycling.
You can also say none. Yeah?
Cycling.
Dips or push-ups?
Push-ups.
Fish or chicken?
Chicken.
Ugali or rice?
Ugali.
Pumpkin or whatever. No, I'm joking. The beach or the mountains?
The beach.
Game park or forest?
Forest.
Hiking or swimming?
Hiking.
Rome or Dubai?
Dubai.
Bye. Thank you, George.
Yeah.
Nihayo too. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
All the best in your business. All the best in calisthenics. We'll share, and I'll also invite you. Maybe one day we do something together.
Yeah.
Right.
Before we end, I'd like to at least tell everyone to people need to follow their dreams. Please don't write things down and you never follow them. I think it's a serious disservice to yourself and your ancestors, and even God, actually. Yeah. So whatever you want to achieve in life, it's really possible. The only challenge is discipline, as I have just said. So following it through. Yes, if you can master that, you can master anything and you can build anything. The only challenge is it takes time. So you really need to be patient. But please
don't fear following your dreams.
And never give up.
Never give up.
Never.
Got you.
Yes.
That's a take home.
Yes.
Thank you, George.
Yeah, all the best.
Thank you, and that was great.
Yes.
Great. Ciao, man. Yep. Wow. Are you not entertained?
How was that?